Hey folks, Great Northern Prepper here. I'm going to be showing you how to do indoor potato bin growing. So you can start your potatoes or just grow them all year and will end up being dirt free when it's time to harvest them. All you'll need is some good topsoil with compost mixed in, a bin, or actually on one of my posts I talked about doing this in a cardboard box, and you can use that as well, although I wouldn't do the cardboard box inside, maybe in the garage or outside as well, and then some straw. First step is you're going to put about 4 inches of soil. I also forgot to mention that you can use, I've seen people use old tubs, old wash basins, old, horse watering basins, troughs, whatever. You can use these as well. It just makes it a little bit easier, and it's more transportable if you need to in these totes, and it allows you to start earlier inside as well. They recommend starting about 4 to 6 weeks before your last frost. Next step is going to be getting your potato planters, and what you're going to want to do is get some good heirloom potatoes so that they breed true year after year. You can order these from companies like Territorial Seed and many others. But you can also just take your potatoes from last year, just kind of let them sit, and they'll start to grow what are called these little eyes. These are going to be actually what starts to sprout for the next plant. What you want to do is, as you get your potato, you find these little eyes all over. You're going to want to cut, roughly 1 inch by 1 inch by 1 inch chunks. These are a little bit larger, but it's not that huge of a deal. And then you're going to want to plant them in the soil. Because we're going to be using the straw, you're only going to need to put them about a ½ inch down. They recommend about 12 inches in between each plant, and you're going to want to have the eye face upward. So what we're going to do is throw these in here and plant them. And as you can see, I put these in the trench. They're a little bit closer than they recommend at the 12 inches, but I just basically put a little bit of a small little trench with my finger there in the dirt. You want the eye facing up. I actually have these probably about 8 inches apart, but that's, I think, should be okay. And then we're going to bury these, just throw some dirt on them. You only want about a ½ inch above. Okay, so the next thing you're going to want to do is put about 6 inches of weed-free straw. You're going to want it loose. You don't want it compacted all tight. And what this is going to do is it's going to help keep the whole potato bin, or I should say the soil down there, nice and moist. You don't need to water that often. Potatoes don't require as much water as, say, tomato plants or other vegetables. You really just need to water evenly, and just enough to keep them, moist. Reach your fingers down in there. You don't want to overwater. You'll end up rotting out everything. Just reach your fingers down in there. Feel the soil. If it's feeling, a little dry, then throw a little bit of water on there. If it still feels pretty moist, you'll probably be fine. And as the potato plants will start to come up in through the straw here, then you're going to want to add probably another 4 inches of straw or so. And by fallish, depending on the type of potato that you're planting, you can just reach right down in here and pull out pretty much dirt-free potatoes. So you can grow these indoors as long as you got some good sunlight. You can also put these outdoors. It's a great idea for container gardening, in that you can put this out during the day. Just have this in, say, in your garage or something like that. In the morning, you can drag these out into the sun. In the evening, pull them back in, so you don't have to worry about any kind of frost or anything like that. Just pay attention to your weather as always. I will document the progress of these over the summer. And if you have any questions, please comment. Head over to our Facebook page, as well as our Twitter and our main page at greatnorthernprepper.com. Please subscribe to us on YouTube and like us on Facebook. Thanks for watching. And as you can see, 3 weeks later we have shoots popping up through the straw, which means that it is about time that I throw another 4 inches on there. Along the sides you can see that it's wet. Basically all I'm doing is throwing some water along the sides, just a little bit on top of the straw to keep it moist, and that straw holds that moisture in. It doesn't need a lot of water. You can see as well right here that the shoots coming all the way up from the ground. They're about 8 to 9 inches, so it's all going very, very well. And I think we're going to have some potatoes here by the end of the fall.
I wore out my shoes in that wrong way to run. I blistered my skin working hard in the sun. Supper's almost over and I done cleaned my plate, and there's a light shining yonder, boys, I don't think I'll wait. I'm a laid back one and I've been one so long. I ain't perfect, you can tell by my songs. Brothers, forgive me for all of my wrongs. The good Lord, He's calling and it's time to go home. I hear Him calling and it's time to go home.